Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's chat about probiotics. Since I've chatted about probiotics. They basically changed my life, my whole digestive health. But it really actually is where my whole interest and research started with wellness and holistic health, because when you talk about probiotics and learn about them, you also learn the different ways, which I'm going to share 6 tips on how to support your microbiome or your gut health. But when you start digging into that stuff, it's all about everything. It's not just take this and you're going to be cured from everything. That's not the case at all. It is what you eat, where you live, how you use your products, what products you allow into your home, your air quality. It's just like everything, how much water you're drinking, all plays into it. And so I'm going to share 6 tips, 6 or 7, I don't know, I have a lot, just ways to support your microbiome, your gut health, because your gut is known as your second brain. It is super important. And at first, whenever I would hear probiotics, I just paired it with if you're taking an antibiotic, you want to take a probiotic so that you can help balance, but it's not just then. It is all the time. And because there are so many different factors that play into our gut health and things that damage it and kind of wreck it. And so you want to make sure, especially in the world today, right? And so you want to make sure you're constantly keeping that supported. Before we get too far into the video, thanks to Probulin for sponsoring this video. We recently discovered them. We have a few different favorites that we want to share with you. We've all been taking them and liking them. We all take probiotics. Frankie, our dog, even takes probiotics because her gut health is important too. But anyways, I have a couple different strains that I'll share, or formulas. But first, 6 tips that you can do literally right now, some of them, to help support your gut. Okay, the first tip, which I mentioned, is just to drink enough water. And I hear all the time, drink 8 ounces, 8 8-ounce glasses. Start with what you're comfortable with and what you can manage, but just start with something that you're going to be consistent with and just drink water. It's just this thing. I feel like it's this hovering cloud, drink enough water, drink enough water. But it is so important for every system in your body, and so just do it. Get a cool water bottle, get a cool filter, do something that makes you excited about it, because it is really important, and especially in flushing out toxins and things too. So drink enough water is tip number 1. Tip number 2, and I feel like these just go hand in hand, I talk about them all the time, but eat a balanced diet. Don't eat crap. Don't go to McDonald's. Don't eat packaged foods all day. Cut up an apple instead. Make your dinner instead of just popping something out of the freezer into the oven. Just take some time and really be intentional about what you're eating, because your food is medicine. Tip number 3 is to reduce or lower your chemical intake. So just think about what you're putting on your body. Think about what you're putting in your body. Drinking, make sure you're drinking clean water. We get a test on Amazon, and it ships twice a year, and we just test our water. And then after that, we still use a filter, and we don't drink our tap water. We have well water, but test your water. Make sure you have clean drinking water, and reduce the chemicals that you're taking. Whether it's your products or your food or your environment, things like that. Tip number 4 is to reduce or eliminate tobacco and alcohol. Those are 2 just huge, of every system of your body, just disruptors. So make sure you're limiting and reducing those 2. Tip number 5 is to put into your routines intentionally things that help you reduce your stress. And this, Google that too. There are so many things that you can do, but just off the top of my head and what I like to do, and I'm not perfect and don't do this every single day, but I like to wake up early and I like to do a yoga. I have an app on my phone. It's super easy. I just set it up, do a 10-minute flow, and I feel so much better after doing that. And then meditate after. And I meditate on scripture, but just meditate, do words of affirmation, anything you got to do to just ground yourself, start your day right, reduce your stress early on in the day. Don't get on your phone right away. Put your phone far away. Something that I do is charge it in the kitchen, and so when I wake up, it's not right there on my nightstand. That helps. But reach for something other than your phone in the morning. That really is a huge one for me. and reducing my stress. My phone is stressful sometimes. And tip number 6 is to reduce your environmental toxins. And this kind of goes with the chemicals. It's all about what you put on your skin, what you eat, drink, your air quality. Get an air purifier. Be intentional about what you welcome into your home. Don't wear your shoes around. Take your shoes off at the door. There's a lot of steps that you can take in doing this. That is like our whole, reducing our toxins is kind of like our main goal. We have been doing that for over 2 years now, and it's a journey. It's not gonna happen overnight. It might take 2 years, it might take 2 months, but just really look at what's in your house and what you're using, and do your research and do your best judgment on what you should get rid of and replace. Okay, so I talked about using probiotics and that they basically changed my life, and they did. I had a terrible digestive system, and it had a lot to do with, like I said, like a whole spectrum of things. So my lifestyle, my diet, and my gut health. So I started supporting my gut health, and then that is like kind of like a domino effect. So once you start taking probiotic, you're like, maybe I should do this and this and this. It's kind of like building those habits. I think there's a book called Small Atomic I don't know, it's something about every little small positive change you make, like builds, where every small negative habit, atomic habits, maybe that's what it's called. Anyways, the small like negative or bad habits build on themselves, and so you want to work towards the positive, right? Anyway, so probiotics were like my stepping stone for that, and I changed my lifestyle, worked out, ate better. Still want to emphasize, not perfect at any of those things, but so much better, and it's all about making small changes. So they've helped with my digestive health, but probiotics can help in so many areas of your life. So I'm going to share the ones we've been loving right now. And like I said, the kids and the dog take probiotics, but this is the one for kids, and I thought it was so cute. It's little bugs, and it's just like, they are non-GMO, gluten-free, no wheat, no magnesium, stearate, no dairy, and no soy. These ones, and I think most of their formulas have to be refrigerated, and they come in recycled, sustainable, environmental friendly packaging that keeps them cool during shipment, so you don't have to worry about that. But I'm gonna try to get a little close-up of this little bug. Look how cute that is. So the girls love the shape, and like, it's just fun for them to take. They also come with stickers. But this is the kids formula, and it is 3 billion CFU plus 2 billion CFU from fermented fruits and vegetables. And in my women's one, it has fermented fruit and vegetables too, and that's kind of I've been seeing that lately. I think that's really cool. And this is broad spectrum. A lot of them have this one too. So I did a video a long time ago about prebiotics and probiotics. This has pre, pro, and postbiotics. So it's a full spectrum of all of the goodness. And if you want to know the difference between the pre and pro, which I did the video on, basically they work together to make each of them work more efficiently and better in your body. I don't know, it's in my terms, not scientific terms. This is the women's formula. I love it because it also supports your vaginal microbiome. If you're having a lot of issues with UTIs and yeast infections, things like that, you want to talk to your doctor, but this is a good support, like a good daily support for that. And it also has the formula, or the technology, where the capsule actually gets down into the gut and doesn't like die off before it gets to where it needs to be. So that's really important in any probiotic that you're taking. And then lastly, if you are looking for something more supportive for your immune system, this has elderberry. So I love that. We have taken elderberry for like, I don't know, maybe over a year now, just to support our immune. It has amazing benefits, but this one also has pre and probiotic. This one is not shelf stable, so this needs to be in the fridge, and on each bottle or on each box it will let you know that. But this also has the MacTrek 3D technology, where it gets down to the gut where it needs to be, and then it also has 100 mg of eldermune, the equivalent of eating 4,225 milligrams of whole elderberries. So a lot of immune support and a lot of gut support in this too. I've been taking this one mainly just because right now is the cold season, season, 6th season, so just to get any extra support. And this one also has the fermented fruit and vegetable, which I love. So I hope this helped. In any questions or areas you might have been confused about probiotics with, I hope you check into Probulin. The link to shop will be in the description below, and I do have a code to save you 20%. It's just Torey20. I'll also put that down there. Something that helped me understand our microbiome is actually, the kids have a book about it, and it really breaks it down very simply for kids to understand. It really helped me understand it in simple terms. But basically, we are full of these little tiny bugs, but the really important ones are in your gut, and you want to support them there. But they're all over, and things we can do to help them is basically just living as healthy as possible and as natural and holistic as possible. So playing outside, getting in the dirt, that's good. Playing with friends, don't just like use antibacterial soap and never see anyone. You want to make sure you expose yourself and get your different bugs from different places. It sounds so gross, but it's part of our body and how we're made, and it's super important. So you want to make sure that you're eating well, eating fresh fruits and veggies, seeing people, playing outside, being active, drinking enough water, like all of the tips that I shared before, and also supporting your microbiome with probiotics like the ones I talked about today. Probulin also has a skincare line, and if you haven't checked into probiotic skincare, it's really cool and interesting, so make sure you go check that out too. And lastly, they also have an autoship program, which I love. I do that for everything that I possibly can because I hate having to remember or put reminders in my phone of like time to get more probiotics. So they have that autoship, which is nice, so make sure you check that out too. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave all of your questions and comments below. I hope you have a great day. Bye.